What up, what up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J and we're locked in. Today we're going to be talking about Kanan and how his potential earnings in the streets could possibly either explode or implode depending on how Ronnie comes into the picture. Now, we all been wondering who Ronnie really is, and this is going to lead us to a couple of theories of who he could be, that mystery person we've all been asking about in the OG power, aka Breeze, or if Ronnie is just going to be Michael Myers and just be stalking the streets. Now, before we jump into this and we break down what Kanan is about to get into, if you like power content, theories, predictions, breakdowns such as this, then hit your subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'm on that road to 45,000 subscribers. So each and every one of you that subscribe, I appreciate you. And if you don't see this at 100 likes, again, hit that like button. Now, let's go ahead and jump into this. From what we know so far, including a couple of the teasers and trailers from this season, let's see how this is going to work out for Kanan moving forward in the streets.
You the heir to this throne, Kanan, and it's waiting for you, if you want it.
What we seen in episode 3 was Kanan and that hustler's ambition. He's been trying to get Famous up, but Famous doesn't really want to be in the game. Famous, we already know from Romero that he is a fiend, aka a junkie when it comes to that marijuana. Kanan, on the other hand, throughout the whole season and even the first 2 seasons, we start to see him resent his mother. So putting this plan together is us starting to see that business-minded hustler side of Kanan that we've all been waiting to see on how he turned and transformed into the OG Kanan. Well, remember, Simrad told him initially that he was not going to give them any work and he didn't want anything to do with them. 1, because they were young. 2, because there was a war going on in the streets with the Italians. And 3, he was running with Famous. But Kanan, what did he do? He never gave up. He's very persistent. We can go ahead and give this credit to Rock because she's never gave up and she always showed Kanan that you need to hustle. Because in life, you're going to be told no 1,000 times. The only thing is, what are you going to do when you're told no? See, in episode 3, Simrad already told Kanan no previously, but then in episode 3, Kanan went back. Why did he go back? Because he met up with Paul. Now, initially, Paul said he wasn't in on this deal. Paul was kind of hesitant on it. But what Kanan did was start to put plan after plan after plan, and he never gave up. That's why we know that he is the alpha. We also see that he slaps Famous in episode 3. But once we get to that part, we already know what does he have established. He has Paul, the courier service. He has Simrad, the connect, the supplier. So Kanan has everything to make this operation run. And guess what? Rent is due. Who can pay rent? Neither one of them. But Kanan has put a plan together, and that's why we've seen him become the alpha. But this plan is a very good one, especially for someone young-minded like Kanan. And this is where we see the difference between Kanan and Famous. See, Famous has always been lazy. His mama called him lazy. Lulu called him lazy when it came to doing music. Kanan is out here getting it. Now, we know Raquel showed up. Now, this is what's pushing Kanan. This is more fuel to his fire each and every time. 1, Famous being lazy and Kanan doing all of the work, but Raquel trying to be in his life. Now, we know Raquel has a control over whoever mind she can get into. Lulu feels the same way. Kanan feels the same way. And we see both of them going out to do their own thing. So the reason Kanan slapped Famous is to let him understand, listen, I'm the one paying the rent around here. Don't talk to my mom. Let's get it. So Kanan has continued to put this plan in play. And guess what? This plan actually works. But what we're here to find out is, how is Ronnie going to play a role into all of this? And is Ronnie potentially Breeze?
You working for Neek? I work for me.
Piecing together everything we know, we just heard Ronnie in a future episode talking to Kanan saying, do you work for Neek? Now, of course, he doesn't work for Neek. But what does Ronnie know? Ronnie knows that Neek works with Raquel. He doesn't like him working for Raquel. What does he know? Raquel took over everything that he had. He doesn't like that. So for him to go to Kanan and know that Kanan is out here hustling, because we've seen the pack being dropped off. We've seen the money being transferred. Ronnie knows what's up in the game. Now, snaps and pops, we still haven't even seen them. Now, what if Ronnie is the person that introduces Kanan to snaps and pops to try to make the organization bigger than what it is? because right now they're dealing with Simrad. Simrad is a lower level. They might be getting a pound, maybe 2 or 3 pounds from Simrad. Now, Ronnie could be the connection in the streets that Kanan needs to take this to the next level. Introduce him to snaps, introduce him to pops. They come together, they start to expand this whole thing. Now, remember, one key thing that Kanan said was they haven't expanded to Manhattan yet. That's where all of the money is. Remember, Uncle Marvin is out in Manhattan doing his thing. Now they're moving a little bit different than the marijuana that Kanan is moving, but still. And also with Ronnie, the code name could be Breeze. I'm not saying he is Breeze. I'm saying if they wanted to go that route, the theory is he could be Breeze and use that name as an alias. Everybody knows who Ronnie is. Kanan even said that's Unique's brother. But if he just starts calling him Breeze, this will be a cover up. If Raquel says, Kanan, where you getting that work from? Oh, my dog Breeze. If Unique goes to Ronnie and says, hey, Ronnie, how are you back in the game? He doesn't, hey, I'm not in the game at all. They only know Breeze. Now, that's just a theory, and I was just saying if they went that direction. Or instead of going with snaps and pops, Ronnie could be the one to introduce Kanan to the cartel. Remember, Juliana and Woquan, they still need people to move some work. So either way, Ronnie is going to introduce Kanan to bigger players within the city. Also, I think at some point, Kanan is going to outgrow his business deal with Paul, and they might have to get rid of Paul. But what I mean is the couriers, they're going to go straight to Kanan. Remember, they were already re-ing up. Kanan said we're changing the game. So if they're re-ing up directly with Kanan every single day, what is the point of going through Paul when all of them can work directly for Kanan? Now, I do see some pushback that's going to happen between Kanan and Paul, but that's an issue we'll cross once we get to that point. I just know that Kanan is potentially about to blow up in the game faster than we've ever seen anyone besides Tariq and them when it came to Noma. But Kanan is going to be in full control. His future looks very, very bright. All right, let me know what you think about Kanan and his courier service. Is Kanan going to be too big to be working with Paul? And also, is Ronnie going to be a key point to help Kanan be introduced to major players inside the city of New York and take this thing to another level? Let me know what you think. I'm Mo.J. I'm on that road to 45,000 subscribers. I think we need 160. So 160 people subscribe to this channel. We'll be at 45,000. And if you don't see this video at 100 likes, hit that like button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.